Across Southeast Asia, transnational criminal networks are luring thousands of vulnerable job seekers into illicit scam operations where they are forced to commit financial fraud. This phenomena, called trafficking in persons or forced criminality into scam centers, is surging across Southeast Asia, with victims reported from over 50 countries and counting. In response, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes (UNODC), in collaboration with International Justice Mission and with funding from the US Department of State, has launched a regional campaign called Trapped in Scam Crime to raise awareness and prevent exploitation. This is a survivor testimonial video, part of UNODC's Trapped in Scam Crime campaign.
Hello, Sara. Thank you for being here with us, and I would like to hear how and why you decided to look for a job abroad.
Well, since the COVID, we experienced a high unemployment. So that's how I started. And then my friend found a job, like a call center representative. So I'll be dealing with English-speaking clients from UK, America. Everything look authentic. They also said to me, okay, we're going to give you accommodation, we're going to give you food, and you're going to be earning like $2,000. Okay, so when I arrived at Bangkok, they took me to the hotel. So we woke up the next morning, it was a different driver, and we got through the taxi. So I was thinking, it's just an hour drive, we're going to the head office. So it took longer. I dozed off and we were going through the check. I didn't know I was in a different country. So when I did see the border checks, there were 2 parkings with people armed. You're not friendly anymore. We were just shoved into a next car, and then we got to the scam compound. That was it.
And what happened once you arrived in that compound?
There were 2 towers and 2 armed men, so it looked more like a prison. So when we got there, they took our passport, they took our phone. And when we got to the office, the boss lady told us, you're going to be scamming people. I was like, what? And we're in this office. You have more than like 1,000 people. They just blew on their screen. No one is even coughing. It just looked like a prison. Everyone was doing the same thing. And we were supposed to pretend to be an Asian woman, living in Manhattan, having a fishing business. So you had to find clients as from America, from the UK, befriend them, be romantic, and persuade them to invest into a cryptocurrency.
Was there an option for returning back or leaving the compound?
So what they said to me, you need to pay $300,000. And they said to me, we have certain rules. You cannot question us. And if you cry, you get punished.
What happened if you missed the quota?
At some point, there was people we're working with. He got beaten up to a point that he couldn't cry anymore. The offer second floor, they were like exposed to being sex workers if you don't actually do the job. It was so terrifying floor that one girl jumped off the roof. There were bodies that were burned to hide the evidence. There were some drugs. You get exploited. You had to say that you are happy to be there, you want to be there. So some people were brainwashed.
Could you tell us, how did you manage to escape from the compound?
Okay, so the first thing, I built trust so they could trust me to actually give back my phone. I made contact to some people that left the compound, and they told me, no, there are a variety of NGOs that can help you. So then they gave me the number. I make first contact to IJM, and they said to me, unfortunately, we cannot rescue you from where you are currently, but if you can manage to at least get to May Salt, we'll be able to assist you. So I needed to make sure that I pay off the ransom that was still on the table. So what I did during the course of my stay there, I got paid off bit by bit. During this time, I needed to be cautious. They don't see any change, so they become suspicious.
How long have you spent inside the scam compound?
It was 9 months, and it felt like 9 years, like forever.
After you regain your freedom, did you manage to resume your life?
No. So personally, I was a different person. I was paranoid. I was anxious. I had major trust issues. At the same time, my family were blaming me, how could you do such a stupid thing? And another thing, I borrowed money from different kinds of people. Be very careful. Not every opportunity is what it seems, and never give your passport to anyone. Because sometimes we fall into a job promises that seems too good to be true. So you could end up being trafficked, you could end up being trapped. Well, don't do it. I hope it will make a change.